Zap, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I am Nathan P. Butler. This is my channel, and this is part 16, I believe, of a massive Let's Play of LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. My promise has been that every time we have a new mission to check out, the very first time going through story mode, I will check it out here with you guys on the stream so that my first impressions are the impressions that you get, and it'll only be off-stream when I go back and do all the free play stuff to finish up all the collectibles and whatnot. And it looks like we may be finishing up LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens completely today. Somewhat unexpectedly, given the long delay between adding the Pose Quest for Survival trophies into the game and that mission actually being released. And then the big gap between that mission being released and the second DLC mission for the level pack for the Season Pass being released. I had expected there to be a much bigger time gap between basically what we got last time, the First Order Siege of Takodana, and another new mission, which is, of course, Escape from Starkiller Base. And nope, turns out they just finally released the last of the pieces of DLC content that is promised as part of the Season Pass. That very last DLC mission, which probably means this is the end of adding DLC to the game, at least on Sony platforms. Remember that the Microsoft and other platforms still haven't gotten the Phantom Limb yet. That was scheduled for November. So I'm assuming that unless they push it up, they're still waiting on that. So that timed Sony DLC for Phantom Limb content should hit other platforms in November. But as of right now, this is it. Basically, there's one more mission to go. So at this point, where do we stand? We're at 97.9% now. We gone back to 100% shortly after the last live stream, but now we're back under 100% because there's now new collectibles and such to be had from the new level. Obviously, that means that also the mini-kit count has raised from 210 to now 220. 10 of those now to get 3 more gold bricks, as one would expect. 1 for finishing the level, 1 for True Jedi, and 1 for getting all of the mini-kits. We'll get 2 of those during the stream. I doubt we'll get all the mini-kits during the stream, because if there are any of them that require free play with characters with different abilities, I won't be doing that on the stream. I'll just do that outside of it to knock out any last trophies and such. We are at, as far as True Jedi goes, there's now 1 more. Because of that new level. No new red bricks, no new carbonite, and no new ships, it seems. Makes me wonder if that count is off, because there was another DLC a while back where the count didn't raise, but it did add something, I believe. And we're looking at 5 more characters to be added here, with the final character cap, assuming that we don't get any more new content, looking like it's going to be 293. So we're ready to go to the map. And we're going to go to the galaxy map. Again, Starkiller Base is now decked out there saying 85.9%, everything else still reading 100, and you got that little plus symbol letting us know there's something new at Starkiller Base. And way down at the bottom, we see the new level. No red bricks to collect, 10 mini kits, and of course, True Jedi to do, as one would expect. So, let's dive into Escape from Starkiller Base. Again, what is presumably the last mission. Hello, hello. I always gotta wait till there's at least about a paragraph through, because otherwise I wind up pausing a lot. So let's try this. Escape from Starkiller Base. The First Order has failed to stop the Resistance from obtaining the map of Luke Skywalker, or to Luke Skywalker. To prevent their enemies from making use of the information, the First Order has turned the Starkiller toward Dakar, the Resistance's seat of operations. Slowly, the vast weapon begins to charge itself by draining the nearby sun. It had already drained another sun and then moved to that system previously. High above, in the darkening skies over the weapon installation, a battle rages between TIE fighters and a vastly outnumbered squadron of X-Wings, that's T-70s, with time slipping away from them. Brave Resistance pilots Sai Threnali and Lieutenant Wright, who desperately try to help stop Dakar's complete annihilation. Who are these people? Hello, random, and LEGO fan, I have no idea at this point. If you had asked me a week ago, I would have said it was all over and it was a Clinton win. And then we get the next round of emails thanks to the FBI's investigation into Carlos Danger. Alright. Cool.
Black Leader, there's a brand new hole in that oscillator. Looks like our friends got in.
Red 4, Red 6, cover us. I'm on it.
Roger.
We'll come in as a second element.
Thanks for volunteering me.
Woo! Alright, sure, why not?
I'm hit! Bailing out!
Interesting. Totally new. Oh, Lucas?
Can't shake this one. Not now.
It's so weird not playing in VR right now. I haven't played anything but VR games except for this
Getting hot.
since PSVR dropped. And... oh! Sorry about your lunch, bro.
You wanna build up?
I made it.
Never mind. Yeah, so stop napping. We have to get off this rock. I'm glad you made it too. Short help is better than no help.
What the
If Paul succeeds, it's going to get real exploding real quick.
Whew, at least that'd be warmer. I saw a landing pad on my way down.
Then we should go ask politely if they have room for 2 more. Sorry, 3 more. Well, 2.5.
I'm telling you.
True Jedi automatically, that's funny.
Leave me up here. Did you hide a shuttle somewhere? I'll be honest. I panicked. We're basically done for.
Okay.
It's the Resistance. They're the ones that did this.
So, Phantom Limb DLC, which was the Sony exclusive that was, oh shit! It was the first available. That one was a story that, granted, wasn't in the movie, but at least it was a story that was from, what are their abilities? It was a story that we had, nope, can't do it, from the comics. And then Post Quest for Survival was based on scenes that were not in the film, but scenes that were in the novelization. Okay. Then you had First Order Siege of Takedana, which granted were not scenes that we had seen before per se, but it was just giving us a different perspective on some scenes we'd seen, giving us essentially a First Order perspective. And now we've got this, which is characters we've never heard of. I mean, it'd be different if this was... I mean, it's Escape from Starkiller Base. I was assuming Escape from Starkiller Base must mean, like, how Kylo Ren and Hux get away? Or maybe it was going to be how Rey... I mean, maybe it's like an extended trip for Rey to get back to the Falcon or something? So I'm assuming he doesn't have a mask. Okay. It's odd that the last DLC... Wait. Multiples? Okay. Nah. The last DLC that we get for the game would appear to be a story that has no relation to anything we've said before. Or that said, anything we've said, anything we've seen before. Which is just kind of strange. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's kind of like those other levels that we got...
There isn't enough stuff to build a bridge.
Of those new Star Wars adventures where some of them were giving us something new and some were just tales that were alluded to elsewhere, but it's really odd for us to get characters. I mean, I don't even think these are background characters in the movie. They might be, but I don't think they are. Oh, shit! Okay, so he's agile, I suppose? Interesting. Oh, come on! The fuck am I supposed to be doing here? It's the downside of not knowing who these characters are. I can't even guess what their abilities are going to wind up being. There we go. Now let's try it there, son. Apparently you're agile. Whee! You're talking about early voting, like a fan?
Next time I'm driving. Joke's
I did my early voting, I guess it was last week, when it was finally available in available to do in Georgia.
It's
I went out on
okay.
like the second
Plenty
day they
material
allowed it.
over here.
Could you have made it thinner and more rickety?
Sure, I can remove some bits if you like.
I do like her voice acting, though. It sounds like she should be a... We're going to find out, because, you know, everything has to be connected in Star Wars, you know. We're going to find out that she's like the half-cousin of Balatik from the Guavian Death Gang, because they talk the same.
That would be nice.
They both have the... I don't know if it's a Scottish accent or an Irish accent. It's Scottish, isn't it? No, no. You know, honestly, I don't know. I'm not even going to try to put a name on it because somebody's going to bitch. I'll just say a Scots-Irish accent. Doesn't quite sound Highlander-y, so I'm assuming we're talking Irish.
Must have been a maintenance crew for this turret. Looks like the power cell's drained.
So let's charge it again. We're going nowhere until we do. We'll need some spare parts if we're gonna get it up and running.
Let me take a look around.
There's one strong lady. Maybe she's related to Phasma. Okay, so we're gonna need two different things here. Okay, so there's that.
That's it. It's charging.
Seriously, if I could if when our power goes out, I could go outside and just like jump on a trampoline, that would be awesome. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Now, I'm assuming I gotta send this over to the other place. Sweet. And jump on it. Oh, nope, I'm not jumping on it. It's just pumping. It's like I'm in a techno club, or in any episode of Alias, as I've discovered. Techno music everywhere. What the heck? Okay, there we go. Personally, I would rather have neither, but since that's not a choice, it's hard to say.
Yes!
You know, Hillary, you know there's guaranteed continued normal Clinton corruption, so you kind of know what you're getting, but it's going to be a mess in that sense. With Trump, you know there's going to be some crazy, ridiculous crap, but you don't quite know what it's going to be. I would trust Hillary not to get us into a war more than Trump. But with Trump, it's kind of like, well, we've never actually seen him in governmental office, so maybe he won't be as bad as Hillary. Or he could be worse, we just don't know. Again, I invoke Aliens versus Predator. Whoever wins, we lose. That said, I'm proud to say I did my first write-in vote ever. So, I don't have to take the blame for either of them. Alright. Smoke them. Smoke them if you got them. I wonder if that Imperial inaccuracy thing is still active. One of my red bricks. If so, that should mean they can't hit me.
We're going to be pinned down unless we can knock out that tower. Can you see a weakness?
Let me check.
Oops. Oh, I gotta switch to this dude. And I'm assuming I gotta do his little...
Perfect. Leave this to me.
Aye, perfect. And... crap. I think I needed to do that on one of the Imperials to get a trophy. That's fine. I'll do it on free play. Whatever. I guess it does make sense that if we were going to have a... Okay, he did scan, right? Except I can't... I have no idea what he scanned, but I have no idea what his scan revealed. Oh, that thing. Okay. There it is.
Wow! Nice work. I think it might be very slightly shorter.
Perhaps you'd like to try something then? Other than sarcasm?
All right.
No.
Uh-oh.
That sort of thing.
I loosened the lid. More bucket heads.
You know, these characters are goofy enough and sarcastic enough, they might not make quite as much sense in the regular canonical universe, but I can see them trying to carry these characters over maybe into like later episodes of a Freemaker event or something, because that's Lego to begin with. Eat it! Alright, I need to take that sucker down, one way or the other. Is there a scanning moment kind of thing? Is that silver? Is that considered silver up there? Nope. Okay, what am I doing? I don't think she can get that from here. Surely not. Nope. Oh, there's another guy up there. That's what it is. Don't kill all. If you don't kill all of them, it's not going to give you the necessary thing to do. Ouch. Just ouch.
But it might get us to that landing pad.
Yeah, gold medal! When there's a setting turned on that doesn't allow you to actually get shot.
Sure.
And they all have super strength now, thanks to another of the red bricks. Oh, and it opens up a thing that I'm assuming neither of them can use. Or I guess I say neither of them. There is another character there. Nope. Okay, so that's a free play. Alright. That works.
We might be able to hotwire the X-Wing's blasters.
And I don't know, possibly. But for what it's worth, though, I mean, I've been big on the idea of a gritty Star Wars war film for a while. Back in 02, well, even before 02, like before the Clone Wars stuff got really gritty, even really before to some extent, before New Jedi Order got particularly gritty. I was part of a team working on a fan film called Prelude to Hope that never saw the light of day because a lot of the footage got lost and all kinds of crazy crap. But I had put together a fan film script for a thing called Second Strike that would have been a gritty war fan film that would have gone a lot darker.
Landing pad?
Run!
Landing pad.
Run! Hey, they got a Lego set. Oh, that's the it's the repair manual. That's nice. I like that. Not to talk too much over the I'm sure that just puffed the microphone really bad. I don't remember that part of the movie.
You steer, I'll shoot.
Finally! You admit I'm the more qualified pilot.
Actually, it's mostly because of your terrible aim.
We've got company.
I guess we're not the only ones that went off this time bomb.
I'm not sharing our ride with any stormtroopers.
Walker.
Believe it or not, I already saw it. They're not giving up, are they?
So yeah, so we were going to make a gritty fan film. It didn't wind up getting made as a fan film. We wound up turning it into the first serious Star Wars fan audio drama as opposed to audio parody online, as far as we know, ever. At least online, not like people making it in their home and stuff like that. That was around since the 80s. Yeah, we released Second Strike as an audio drama, so kind of the Star Wars gritty war movie thing is something I've kind of wanted to see in a setting that doesn't include Jedi. And the closest thing we gotten to it so far has been the novel Twilight Company.
Aim for the hole! Aim for the hole! Aim for the hole!
That's what she said! Another textbook landing. Okay.
Nearly hit me! Whoa!
That almost took me out. Too close.
Bloody hell.
They really don't want us to leave, do they?
I'll try to convince them. You got far to go?
No, almost there. We just need our luck to hold.
Well, luck we got our X-wings shot down.
Yeah.
Love those First Order walkers, by the way. Just AT-AT enough, but not. Up the ramp! Go, 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 go!
Beggar the egg.
I like it.
Hey! That's not yours!
It is now.
That's 2 rides they've stolen. And I'm assuming that's the end because I think, hey, that's not yours is the, Yep. Hey, that's not yours is, I think, the name of the trophy for finishing it.
Our job's done here. Let's go home.
Hey, I don't remember that from the movie. Poor bastard. Yep. Hey, that's not yours. I don't know if you guys can even see that when the trophy pops up. I think that... I don't know if that comes up or if it comes up grayed out and weird, like party requests and stuff, too. Another one. Time to earn your passage, R3. Two Jedi, 1 gold brick unlocked. Now 2. Still gotta get, I think I got, what, 2 mini kits? And I got like 8 to go or something. Yep. It's gonna be a lot of stuff to get in free play. And probably 1 or 2 more to get. Yeah, First Order Assault Walker. So, we're getting new characters. Colonel Datu, okay. Lieutenant Rodanon. R3Z3. Okay, cool. So we got a couple of recognizable names from, like, the guidebooks to the film and stuff. But then we had some new characters introduced there, which is kind of cool. But again, 86 ships still didn't go up to 87. So, kind of weird that it's not doing that. Unless those are just the ones you can ride around as mini kits that it's counting or something weird. But, yeah, that leaves us with no more characters to get. And really all that is left of this game, barring, I think there's probably 2 trophies left. There's the one for getting all 10 of the mini kits in the mission, and then there's one, I think it is, from like grabbing one of those things and pulling it down on the stormtroopers during the firefight. But that takes care of all the characters. It takes care of all the red bricks. That takes care of all the carbonite blocks, all the ships, all the true Jedi things. Really, all there is left is to get the last of the mini kits, which will knock out those far left 2 items there. And that'll take out one of the trophies during that free play playthrough. I'll be able to take out the other trophy, and that is it. We'll be back at 100%, both on here and 100% when pulling up the list of trophies. Because once you get a platinum, but then they add more DLC, even though you still have the platinum, it changes the percentage and like scoots it down until you finish up the DLC trophies. It's all kind of considered one number, at least if you until you unfold or expand the list and it shows everything. So what does that mean for this? I very much doubt that I'm going to hop back on here to just do a quick, see everybody, 100% again kind of thing, because it's not going to unlock anything this time. Last time, getting up there to that 100% is the process of doing that Starkiller mission where you're running around as the Starkiller, and then it unlocks the last things. You can kind of see everything pop up. Whereas in this case, not so much. It's just a matter of getting that number up another 0.7%, and that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on free play. I'll do that off stream. That will probably wrap up anything, though, for this game. I, in fact, will probably be making sure my save has been uploaded and then deleting any of the data off of the hard drive for this game, because they have yet to announce any further DLC, and since we've already got Phantom Limb, there should be nothing left to do with this game after I finish one round of free play of this. So as such, until or unless they announce something new, and if they do, that's not a big deal. I mean, the levels have been $3. That's not a big deal. Heck, they could even have another season pass for all I care. The season pass was $10. More than likely, you won't be seeing another Let's Play of this. So it looks like we have capped out at 16, I believe it is, episodes of the Let's Play for LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. We'll be doing more of the Battlefront livestream podcast type of things sometime in the near future. I am definitely going to be taking part in that 4X as opposed to 2X quadruple points weekend, which is for Battlefront, which is the 18th through 20th of November. I'm definitely going to be playing Battlefront some more once Rogue One Scarif is finally released in December, and whenever the heck they release the Rogue One X-Wing VR mission, I'll be checking that one out. But beyond that, for the foreseeable future, expect that any live streams, more than likely on this channel for a little while, are probably going to be more of the PlayStation VR items. We've got 15 PlayStation VR games at this point between my wife and I, and I've done short Let's Plays of all but I think 2 of them, and I'll be spending some more time with that stuff, at least for a little while, until I finally get things calmed down enough that I feel that I can start doing those Let's Plays of the Uncharted 1 through 4 run. I do still have those. I just haven't started out any kind of new run here. So, thank you, Lego fan. I have to go ahead and check that out and make sure that's, that it has shown up. Hopefully it has for me, unless it was like a one-day thing. But yes, no more DLC for this one yet. Sitting here at just about 26 billion studs. And I'll have it at 100% in no time with some free play off stream. So thank you for taking the time to watch this series of Let's Plays. I really appreciate it. If you want to hear more about Star Wars gaming discussion with yours truly and my buddy Michael Morris, you can check out Cloud City Casino, a podcast at StarWarsReport.com. Also at StarWarsReport.com, you can hear me and me and Mark Hurleman, there you go, talking about basically novels, comics, really anything that fits beyond the films on a podcast called Star Wars Beyond the Films. And we're talking about legends and canon stuff also at StarWarsReport.com, as I mentioned, and my Star Wars Timeline Gold, the most comprehensive Star Wars chronology available anywhere. No, not an exaggeration. Its newest edition has 5 documents, 3 for the Legends continuity, 1 for canon, 1 that's in appendices, and together they comprise over 3,000 pages now. It's a project being worked on since 1997. So it's past its 19th anniversary now. That can be found at StarWarsFanWorks.com/timeline if you're looking for a guide for the Legends continuity, canon, or anything like that. And of course, on this stream, on this channel, I'll continue to put out things like from the Star Wars Home Video Library when new stuff reaches my hands, like in a couple of weeks. The Force Awakens 3D release in December, the Freemaker Adventures hitting DVD and Blu-ray, and I'll continue with the little oddball things like the Fantasy Flight Games reviews as new stuff is being released, and some of those Nate's favorite deck building game episodes. I've got one recorded that needs to be edited right now, which I believe is part 4, I think it is, of looking at Ascension. And then I'll finish out Ascension, move on to the DC deck building game, and then Legendary and some Legendary encounters for that. So more stuff coming, just, got to have the time to do it among work and other things. But thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you, Lego fan, for sticking around. And I will go and check out that skin on Battlefront as well. But thank you, and I will catch you all later.